Hi, welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this episode, I want to talk more about houseplants. And actually, this is bringing plants from the outside into the inside, particularly in areas where you have the four seasons. And you may have tropical plants that you use in the summertime on your patio or your terrace or planted out in your garden or yard. And then they get killed by the frigid temperatures or ice and snow, because as you may know, I volunteer for an audio reader program where we read materials for the seeing impaired, and one of the projects that I do is a gardening hour. It's at the last Sunday of every month. I'll put the link below if you're ever interested in gardening news, but it's various publications collecting information from studies and experts and whatnot. So today, as I was reading the selection from a magazine called Horticulture Magazine, there was an article about saving money and keeping your plants alive, which, however, piqued my interest, and I thought I'd share it with you. The tropical plants, either in the pots outside or planted in the yard outside, when the temperatures start getting cooler, can be brought inside. On the link below, I give you some tips for soil for bringing outside plants to winter inside. And there's some tips in there on what to do with the soil so you don't have to use chemicals if you don't want to prevent pests from attacking the plant or flying around your house. So I'll put that link below. But here, I want to talk about in particular, succulents and tropicals. So they're primarily temperature dependent. You're going to bring in tropicals or succulents and have them outside and now want to bring them into the winter. There are three things that you need to consider. When you're going to bring them in the house, your temperature is however your family and the other beings that live there with you, your animals, and you need to think about the plants and whether or not you can successfully winter them in the house. And this article I thought was genius because you can bring them into the house, store them, forget about them, and then take them back outside when the weather gets nice. And I thought, well, why don't we do this? So I'm telling you, so now we can do this. Succulents, cactus, and tropicals. So generally what the article and this master gardener was talking about was that even in tropical areas, they have a rainy season and a dry season. So if you mimic the dry season for where this plant would grow and call that your winter, then you may be successful in overwintering them inside and then taking them back outside and prolonging their life. What the worst case scenario is that it doesn't work and it dies anyway, which it would have died outside. So really, there's nothing to lose, literally. So the article went on to talk about the temperature around 50 degrees is what will work best. No light or dim light. Keep them out of the direct sunlight, which in the winter time in the northern or southern hemisphere, the light is reduced, which is one of the principles of winter. So keep it in a room that is darker, or this person put them in the basement or a closet. No light, no water, and about 50 degrees. So in some places it could be your garage. You might not want to put it directly on the concrete if it's a colder area in the garage, because that might dip below 50 degrees. And also if the door's going up or you're going in and out with pets, you wouldn't want it to be right there where a blast is going to come in and freeze it. They said for cactus and for the succulents, they'll probably just kind of, not literally freeze, but just kind of stay the same. But the tropical plants may lose their leaves. That's okay. It may even just be a stick. Then when the temperature warms up a little bit, you're not going to want to put them directly into the bright sun. You're going to want to bring them back outside and put them in the shade, or either under a tree that's shady or the side of the house, so that you can gradually move it back into the direct sunlight. So I thought this was a great idea, and I didn't know about it, so maybe you didn't either, and now we do. So if this was helpful, if you learned something, give me a thumbs up. Leave any comments or questions or tips that you have below. Subscribe to see our other videos, and come back and see me next time. Thanks for watching.